Unless you've been living under a rock, then you have played Breath of the Wild. I'm guessing you have, otherwise you probably wouldn't be here. So assuming I guessed correctly and you have played Breath of the Wild, then you have definitely seen this. If like me you saw the red and black particles and the screen filling with a red mist, then you already know exactly how I was feeling the first time I saw the blood moon. The creepy music and bright red moon is enough to make anyone want to shut this game off. But if you leave your game running, the mist starts to clear to a black screen followed by a short cutscene. During this cutscene we can see previously destroyed enemies return as they once were, with Zelda's soft voice explaining why. In short, Ganon resurrects all his fallen minions with his powers to try to stop Link and anyone else ruining his plans. Zelda tells us multiple times to be on our guard, as Ganon's power grows stronger during a blood moon. However, the blood moon doesn't actually affect the Ganon fight at the end of the game. Hino can also give us some information about the blood moon. He is a Hylian who can be found at the Dueling Peak stable in the Western Occluder region. When Link meets him, he will explain the blood moon phenomenon. He will tell Link the current lunar phase and whether or not a blood moon will occur. If it is raining, he will be unable to inform Link on the current phase until the sky clears. When Hino is visited during the blood moon, he runs around and his text becomes red. The blood moon seems to happen at random every few in-game days. Also to note, as you start to rack up a significant amount of kills on the same enemy type, with each mob reset being the blood moon, the enemies not only come back, but start to come back stronger. This can be seen with the colour change of enemies, with the standard red to blue, black and silver, and even gold in master mode. It's also worth noting that the blood moon can only happen once the isolated plateau quest has been completed and you leave the Great Plateau with the paraglider for the first time. Any slain Stalhorse will also be resurrected along with their riders. The blood moon will also resurrect any slain Yiga foot soldiers and Yiga blade masters. Oddly, Master Koga is not revived after he is slain, though this may be a form of punishment for his laziness and failure to prevent Link from reclaiming the Thunderhelm, and Ganon's way of using the Yiga clan's desire to avenge him to his advantage to motivate them into being more aggressive and dedicated to their mission in defeating Link. Ganon also cannot resurrect his 4 phantoms of the Divine Beast, possibly because it requires too much of his power to resurrect them, as they are essentially elemental doppelgangers of Calamity Ganon. Additionally, the blood moon allows Ganon to reconstruct destroyed guardians as well. Despite being artificial constructs, though his ability to reconstruct them may be due to the fact that they have been corrupted by him, thus can be considered extensions of Ganon himself. Aside from guardians, a blood moon also restores Malice Paul's connected glowing eyeballs, presumably due to Ganon's power reaching its peak. As a result of this, Link can never truly rid Hyrule of monsters, guardians or Yiga clansmen. The blood moon is a strange phenomenon, but a fairly good mechanic to keep the game fresh and fun. If the enemies didn't return, it would make the world of Hyrule even more scarce and boring. The way the mobs are brought back to life make it a believable scenario, as opposed to them just respawning back after leaving the area and then returning. If Link attempts to escape the blood moon by passing time by a campfire or cooking pot, or by sleeping in a bed, the cutscene will just play before Link finishes or wakes up. If Link takes refuge at a camp situated in an enemy camp, the resurrection of the enemies may catch you off guard, especially if you just cleared the area. Cooking food on a blood moon night between 11:30 PM and 12:15 AM produces better results. Asking Hino what moon there will be that night, and during a blood moon night, he will state, "I'm getting that feeling again. Something is going to happen tonight, I can taste it." Despite not being corrupted, Guardian scouts encountered in most shrines will respawn after a blood moon. Additionally, any completed minor, modest or major test of strength combat trial will reset after a blood moon event, allowing Link to take on the trial again to combat its Guardian scout again for its Guardian equipment or ancient materials. Presumably, the shrines were designed by the Sheikah to reset at that time, so the hero could return to them for training or to obtain Guardian scout spoils, which could prove useful to Link in acquiring these weapons to combat the slain enemies which have been resurrected by Ganon. The only Guardian Scout that does not respawn is the one used in Tarlo Naeg's shrine, as part of the Tarlo Naeg Teaching Combat tutorial trial. Although experiencing the blood moon numerous times throughout the game and eventually becoming slightly frustrated by the cutscene happening at the worst time, I do believe it is necessary for the game to have this feature. Maybe we will see it return in Breath of the Wild 2. I hope so, but maybe without the annoying cutscene. I love creepy things like this in Zelda games, and I hope that with Breath of the Wild 2 it will be full of this kind of eerie, unsettling stuff. That's all from me for now though. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video and learnt something new. If you could help the channel out by dropping a like and hitting the subscribe button, it would be really helpful to grow this small channel. I upload weekly Zelda related content, so follow me over on Twitter where you can find out which days I upload. I hope to see you all there, and I'll see you all in the next video, and I hope you all have a great week.